today is the final home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he could break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back who they love. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Just feeds the running back. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Drives inside. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Offense facing fourth down.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out wide right, it's Watkins. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Durham. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. No room to bring it back. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here's Arts to throw. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tigers setting out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Arch Madness. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick six. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the RPO, got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick give. It's Edwards. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Manning from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Harris. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Handoff, Caden Durham. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Right side, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Manning. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tigers coordinators send out the offense to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Back to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lets it develop. It's Durham. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Down he goes. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. The give to Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To throw, it's Levin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Left side, it's Wingo. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh center downs going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To throw, Manning. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From deep, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to run it. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 15 team, the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Golden Hurricane in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked down immediately.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He's changing the play. Arch is going to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out wide left, it's Berry. Snags it, and there's running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to Caden Durham. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Throwing Manning. Between the hashes, it's Wingo. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Dropping back, it's Levitt.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got him on the RPO. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Manning on play action. Turns up, it's Edwards. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Here's Arts to throw. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Ready, go!
Third down from the gun, Manning. Left side is Coleman. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they're not on the same page there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quick completion to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he muffs it. It's loose. And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Going to the running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And now on 3rd down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
LSU 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 50. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Finds a crease. It's Edwards. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Arch Madness. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job.
He's looking deep. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Texas offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Manning. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking downfield is Manning. Fires left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. LSU quick to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Berry. Lot of room to the right. To the house. Touchdown, LSU.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's past the sticks. Speeding down the left side. The 20. Inside the into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
36. That's a first down for the offense.
Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Harris. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close with a big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the fourth quarter and you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
Rush right in his face. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. To throw, Manning. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space and you get